Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. We're going to be talking about the 165 Hydro, aka Ronnie. We got the new deck on. I'm going to show you guys how to install it right after this. Welcome back everybody. My name is Joel Foster from Joel's Mowing. We're going to talk about how I installed my John Deere 165 Hydro deck that's original to this mower. So, let me tell you a little story about yesterday. Today is currently Thursday, I'm pretty sure. Yesterday we went to Sylvania to pick up this deck. We had a little problems filming. Phones were overheating. Today that might actually happen again. So, we're gonna try to get this. We installed it yesterday because we couldn't film it. It overheated the camera every 5 minutes, and I'm not editing a thing into that for that whole time. So let's get into it. I'm just gonna show you guys how the brackets are installed here. So if anyone's wondering how to install one of these one day and sees this video. So right here, there's this bracket right here. This bracket. This is the one that runs from the deck up to this isn't the actual bracket that lifts the mower. That's one of the two of those brackets. Then we got, I don't have a cameraman today, so this is just me. We have this bar right here I'm pointing at is one of the lift linkage bars. Then you can see over there, the other lift linkage bar. So there we have that. And then this is just a preference for this part. There's your front, here's your two front deck mounts. So mine is actually attached with these clips. I think they're cotter keys, some type, with these pins. Sometimes there's a bar that runs across here with a pin and then a pin. It's just preference. That's what came with my deck, so that's what I used. Let's come over here. This would be a lot better explained if I have the body off, the top part. So now we have that other, you can see this deck lift bar is right here. That is one of those, and here's another one of the just the stabilizer bars right here. So yeah, keep in mind, guys. So what I did happened with my mower. So let's come over to the workbench for this one. So there's two different types of bars. There's a longer bar. This is actually, hold on. This is the long one, I think. So what I had was this bar. There's two lengths. There's the shorter bar. It's the same bar, but it's shorter. And then you have the one that's on this one. Down there is a shorter bar. So keep in mind, if you ever do get one of these, you got to make sure you do not have the long bar. I think it depends on what mower you have. From my knowledge, the 38-inch John Deere deck went from the 160, because I think the lowest of this model was 160, and then it went all the way up to 185, which this mower went up to. So I think, besides a few changes on those mowers, like the dash, I think it's the same frame. But the reason why 185, and it's just the difference is your motor horsepower. So you'll have more horsepower with the 185s, 175, 170, 165, 160. So it's just the same deck, but a little bit different. I think that's why John Deere made a few different deck lift bar sizes. So I put both. This one came originally on that deck, but I swapped it for the long one. So I don't know why, but the long one, I don't know why I did this. I put the long one of these on there, and then the short one of these on there, because I have an extra, which probably doesn't make sense, but so that's it. Just you guys got to make sure that, hold on, you guys got to make sure that this bar, there's an adjuster. You got to make sure that's adjusted so it's level. As you can see, this one isn't. This could come out to lengthen to come down here. So that's just adjusted with two nuts here. I think it's 3/8. No, it's not. I don't know. Just a recommendation, have a lot of extra belts on hand for your mowers, because they're gonna break. I have tons of belts here for my mower deck. Can I get comment down below, what should I do with this extra deck? Should I sell it? Should I keep it for spare parts? Because the pulleys and everything are the same. It's just that mounting is different. So, what do you guys think? If I can get some comments down below about something else. I do not understand this, guys. It is... So, this is the level, like these guide wheels. When this is lowered, I actually run this on 3 inches most of the time. Well, that's what I'm going to run it on. I'm only asking for a day. So, should I have, when it's down, should the guide wheels be touching the ground? Or, I don't know, because when I have it lowered, the guide wheels don't touch the ground on the setting I have them on. But, also something that happened yesterday when I tried to engage my PTO, power takeoff. These wires were touching together, which is the seat safety switch that was disengaged from my mower. So, they were shoved underneath this metal, and they were touching. So whenever I went to go engage my PTO, it cut the mower off. It took me 15 minutes to figure out that those wires were touching, so I taped those off. Another tragic happened. If any of y'all can source me one of these, it just snapped on me completely. So now it's just a hell here. So if y'all can source me one of those, that would be great. I will buy it for how much you're asking for it. So yeah, I think that's a wrap, guys. Hope y'all have an amazing day. See you guys on the next one.